Well, I made it. Yeah.
And,
Lisa, I love the haircut.
Hi, Sandy.
hi, Linda. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay. Israel, hi.
Hi.
Hi, everybody that I don't know. And hi, Jeff.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hey, Sandy.
Hey, darling.
Lisa, I love the
Darling.
haircut.
Thank you.
Very pretty. Hey, Ruben.
Hello.
Love
Hey, Jeffrey, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Ruben.
No,
Hey,
not
Barry.
yet.
Hey,
Shalom.
Hi, Barry.
Hi, everybody. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Barry.
You wouldn't like it, but Newton must have gotten deluged with snow today.
Really?
I know. Elizabeth showed me the
Deluged
picture. I
with
saw a
snow in the
picture.
Northeast.
Where
You
are
know
you?
what? I don't miss that white stuff whatsoever.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
looking
so
up.
we don't want it in the middle of April.
Send you at least a pound.
I have it right here. Where's it snowing? Elizabeth's husband. I don't know his name.
Newton.
It snowed at work, it snowed at home, it snowed everywhere around this area.
No, but where are you?
New England.
They live
New
in
England.
America. They're in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
In
I
America.
have it in Colorado today.
Wow, you know what? That's crazy. Like I said, I do not miss snow whatsoever.
Me too.
But no, but you want to see this picture, Elizabeth. Oh, there's a picture on her Facebook
look at
page.
that.
It looked wonderful. And she said, that's my deck. And I'm so fed up with the snow.
I'm
I
sure.
did not-
Hey, Mikey.
We're having a heat wave.
Well,
How are
when
you,
we
sir?
Well,
moved,
we're not having a
Yeah,
heat
yeah.
wave here in London, but it's cold. But it was snowing Sunday night because I thought, oh no, it's snowing Sunday night, and I've got my second COVID jab on Monday, and it snowed really badly the night before I had my
really
first
badly,
COVID.
we had half an inch.
That's a lot.
Somebody who's not used to.
Yeah, Caroline, do you know what real snow is?
No, Jeffrey, they don't.
What do you
They
mean?
don't. They don't. You don't know what it is to have to get up and shovel the path and shovel the cars out.
Oh, I
of the
do. We
snow.
have done. We have
Oh,
done.
yeah, maybe once in 55 years.
Oh, you've got a
Uh-oh.
bad one. Oh, Elizabeth, you've got.
You guys do
That's
know we're
why.
in Canada, right?
That's
Yeah,
why the minute.
Are you?
Is it snowing there, Paul?
Did you get snowball?
Up till about 2-3 days ago, yes.
Oh, bless.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Where's that?
Well, what do you expect when you live in the Arctic Circle? You know, it's like,
Canada.
Canada?
As soon as we can move, Jeffrey will be out there, love.
then it will stop
Shalom,
snowing
everyone. How's everyone doing?
Thanks, Linda.
Shabbat
Hope you
shalom,
had a
Rabbi.
great week.
Shalom.
And if you've had a great week, amazing. And if not, then it's Shabbat. So we can just let it all go. We're going to start with a deep breath and just let the whole week go as we do a little bit of an nigun. And most of us know, but for those who don't, a nigun is just a tune without really many words. We do I, die, die, lie, 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 anything that moves your heart. And we might add a Shabbat Shalom too in there somewhere. Yalla die, 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 die. Yalla lie, 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 lie. Yalla lie, 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 lie. Yalla lie, 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 lie. Yalla lie, 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 lie. Yalla lie, 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 lie. Yalla lie, 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 lie. Yalla lie, 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 lie. Yalla lie, 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 lie. Yalla lie, 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 lie. Yiddy die, die, die. la 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 la. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Yedidai dai dai dai. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. And Elizabeth is going to light the candles for us.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlich neshel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen.
Let's begin our service.
Yes.
And we're going to ask Barry to read for us where it says, please read responsively.
May the doors of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for fellowship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, hopes to nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness, pride, envy, and enmity.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
May this kahila be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. Amen.
Amen. And let us say amen again. Yedi nefesh Ahavah chama mishochav decha el retzonecha yarutz avdecha
שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בשרו מיום ליום ישועתו. איי ליי 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 ליי, איי ליי 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 ליי
And we asked Paul and Isaac to read for us. Shabbat is the place.
Shabbat is the place where time and space meet, without questioning how the beginning began or how the ending ends. Shabbat is the place where song and silence meet, blessing each other with the gift of rest. Shabbat is the place where dreams and angels meet, yearning together for a world of peace. Shabbat is the place where holiness and eternity meet, praying together for the world to come.
Amen. And this Shabbat is a special Shabbat. We have our mitzvah tiers, as we call them. You'll find out why tomorrow, finally. Some of you know, some are wondering, what's that name? You'll find out tomorrow if you join us. And it's a special time. It's Elizabeth, Dr. Rebecca, and Caroline. They're going to be called up and read from the Torah. And they've done this all in about 3 or 4 months. So, and they sound amazing. And it's going to be a really fun celebration. So this Friday night, we begin the celebrations with them. And we culminate tomorrow with a beautiful Benot Mitzvah ceremony.
דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת קבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת קבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת קבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד ישמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד הוא שמו אחד שמול תפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת קבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת קבלה. לקראת שבת לכוון אלך כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת קבלה. הדדי די לך דודי, הדדי די לקראת קלה. הדדי די פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. מגעילה. היי די די, היי די די לך דודי, היי די די לקראת קלה, היי די די בני שבת, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. בואי ושלום, עטרת בלגן בשמחה, ובצלתוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. יאללה לילה לילה לילה, יאללה לילה לילה שבת לקבלה. תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני המרעיב הרבי. שמע ישראל אדוני
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ופלגתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים אלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. מי כמוך, it's a song, it's a thank you song, basically. Who is like you in all of the gods, Adonai? You do wonders. Nora could be terrible, and it could also be amazing. It could be awesome. And you do awesome wonders, and you do miracles. And if we look really closely, we really do see miracles every day.
כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, מלכותך רעה ובניך בוקע היה, לפני משה זה לי, אנו ואמרו אדוני אמלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, מלכותך רעה ובניך בוקע היה, לפני משה זה לי, אנו ואמרו אדוני אמלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. פוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל ירושלים. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Baruch atah Adonai הפורץ סוכת שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל ירושלים. פוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, פוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל ירושלים. ושמעו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפל. ושמעו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. לדורותם ברית עולם.
Shabbat Shalom once again. We can't say Shabbat Shalom enough. Say it a million times during Shabbat because it really is one of those times when we rejoice and enjoy ourselves and listen to a little bit of Dvar Torah. Tomorrow you're going to hear some really, really nice ones about this parsha. So I won't really repeat myself, those ideas. But I will tell you something from a different perspective. I have to always give you something from a different perspective. So the Torah portion this week is Tzaria Metzora. And in this Torah portion is typically known, if you know a little bit about it, typically people translate it as Lashon Hara, evil tongue, and there's a message of that, which we will hear some of that tomorrow. But in this Torah portion this week, we read all about the Kohen, the priest, the high priest, examining people who were, to see if they're pure, to see if they got this tzara'at, if they were afflicted by tzara'at. Now, some people translate the tzara'at into leprosy. But it's some kind of like a skin disease that people get. And the Kohen, if you think you have it, comes, you have to come into the tent and they kind of scan your body to see. And if you have tzara'at, it's a physical examination. If you have tzara'at, if you have anything like that, then it has some spiritual implications. A person might be pronounced tahor, pure, if you don't have anything, or you can be pronounced tameh, or impure. And then, based on what the Kohen finds on your skin. I won't go into the comparisons of today and all that, that's all tomorrow. But every year, many of us go for a physical, right? A lot of us go to a physical at our doctor's office to check things like blood pressure, cholesterol, etc., things like that, right? And Rabbi Yossi Gelman tells us that we should also have a spiritual physical once a year, at least once a year. And what exactly is that? What is a spiritual physical? Well, it goes something a little bit like this. You're going to the doctor we're going to follow the physical. So when you check for your height, do you walk tall? Are you proud and upright? Are you a proud and upright human being? Or are we apologetically stooped and bent over by some kind of inferiority complex? What about our weight? So are we on a well-balanced diet of Torah and spirituality, which really sustains and nourishes our soul? Or do we suffer from spiritual malnutrition? That's what we check for. And how is your heart doing? What's going on with your heart? Our heart doesn't just pump blood. Of course, that's the most important right now, in physical terms. But it also pumps warmth and love. A healthy heart is the emotional center of a person. It emotes and feels the pain of others. It's able to give warmth. It's able to really connect with people. So is that in order? Are you feeling that? Are you able to give to others? And much like a doctor's physical, a spiritual physical checks all of our vitals and makes sure that all is in order. Are we stressed? Are we exercising on the treadmill of life with joy and excitement? Or are we going through the motions and trying to get through the workout as much as possible so that we can say we did it? How are we relating to the world around us? Are we doing it with joy? Are we excited to reach out and help other people? Or are we just kind of living much like zombies, just going through the motions, waking up, doing our routine, not really, saying I love you, but do we say I love you really? And so this is what we have to stop. And how do you get a spiritual physical? That's a good question. Well, you can do it on your own. You can check to see that all these things are in place. And you can seek out a spiritual person, a spiritual leader that might help you to create your spiritual health. And it's very important that we not only take care of our physical health, and some of the best doctors that I've had are ones that also sit with you and worry about your emotional health. There's some of those doctors who you come in and it's all physical and this, boom, boom, boom. And then there are those who are very special who realize that we really need to have everything in tune. And so in order for us to be tahol, to be pure, we have to make sure that our spirit is tuned in, that it receives what it needs, that it receives the love that it needs, the care, the medication, quote unquote, that it needs to be able to function. And the secret is that when our spirit starts to feel a little bit better and we seek out those people who can help us, or we do it on our own, then we find that hopefully our physical also becomes a little better and a little stronger. Shabbat Shalom. And so if we want to unmute, and we're going to say hello Mishaberach, and we have a Mishaberach today for Stephanie, for Tara, for Karen, for Meryl, for Paul, and for Stuart. And anybody else who wants to give us a name, now is the time.
The families of those impacted by the shooting in Indianapolis.
Anyone else?
Don Olson, Merle Weston, all those who have been impacted with the illness of COVID.
Yeah. And all those who need healing, whether it's spiritually or emotionally, we say a Mishaberach, and we lift them up with our prayers. Mishaberach, our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Mishaberach, our mothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel. May the one bless those who are saved with complete good care, the renewal of spirit, the renewal of body. Let us say Amen. Mishaberach Avoteinu, Avraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. Mishaberach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, ורחל. ויברך כל החולים עם רפואה שלמה, רפואת הנפש, רפואת הגוף, ונאמר אמן. And let us say Amen. And we ask Ruben to lead us in the Amidah.
Adonai tzefotai tiftach ufiagi tehiratecha. Eternal God, open our lips that our mouths may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, v'Elohei Rachel. Ha'el ha'gadol ha'gibor v'hanora, El Elyon, gomer chasadim tovim, v'chonei ha'akol, v'zocher chasdei avot v'imahot, u'mevi gula lifnei v'neihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומשיח ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ואופקי צרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מחלקל חיים בחסד, מחיי כל חי ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים את אמונתו, ישנה עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות כל חי, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי כל חי. אתה קדוש, ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום ובכל סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Amen. Thank you to Ruben and the Louis family. Yesher koach.
Our pleasure.
And this past week on Thursday, we celebrated Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's Independence Day. And we always, around this time of year, wish that everyone has peace, and especially the land of Israel.
Shalom bimoma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimoma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל העולם. יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל העולם. ואמרו אמן.
And let's get our Kiddush cups ready.
ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל טבעם, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. צברי חבריי. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו, ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחיל לנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית. כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. אמן. לחיים. And Israel leads us in Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שנתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Amen. In the rising of the sun and in its going down, we remember them. In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of winter, we remember them. In the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. Tonight we say a Kaddish for Uncle Jack, who passed away peacefully in his sleep, and anyone else who wants to mention names can do so now.
Susan Coben.
Charlotte Rivets.
Marvin Eisenberg.
Lionel Klein, Jock Selwyn, Mitzi and Moishi Haggard.
I don't have
Alfred
names.
Kosh. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Alfred Kosh.
I don't have the names because they're still identifying the victims, but apparently at least 8 people were killed in that Indianapolis shooting. So for those people, only known to God right now.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל העולם, ואמרו אמן. May their memories be for a blessing. And let's end, as we do often, going on a journey. Lechi lach.
To a land that I will show you. Lech lecha to a place you do not know. Lechi lach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. Lechi lach. Lech lecha, and I shall make your name great. Lech lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi lach, to a place that I will show you. Lesimchat chaim, lesimchat chaim, lesimchat chaim. Lechi lach. You shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. Lechi
And may we all continue to go on this beautiful journey. And it's even better when we go on it together. So a couple of announcements. Very important tomorrow. Continue. We call this the Shabbaton because it's one long weekend. And we have services again tomorrow morning. And you have all the details in the email. And come join us as we celebrate the Benot Mitzvah of Caroline, of Elizabeth, and of Dr. Rebecca. They have some words of wisdom. They have some prayers that they're going to sing. And it's going to be a really joyous time. The second thing is, as you already know, Tzadikim Anachnu is out and available everywhere. And we're very proud of that. And so now, without further ado, we are going to have some challah with Caroline.
We certainly are. And most of you know what we do. I can see people already going like this with their hands. So for the children and for the young people in us, for the youngsters inside of us, hands like this if you haven't got a holler. I can see, it's absolutely brilliant on Zoom because I can see these most amazing halot being shown on the weekend of our Banot Mitzvah, and it is just such a wonderful thing. So, without any ado, holla song. Here
of challah. Here's a tasty loaf of challah.
Loaf
And
of
now
challah.
we say the bracha.
Baruch
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem mi'haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat.
Shabbat,
Shabbat
Shabbat,
Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Hey.
Shabbat
Shabbat,
Shabbat
Shabbat,
Shabbat
Shabbat,
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Oh,
Join us tomorrow.